everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube and Twitch channels. It is Thursday, and here we are, ready to have a coffee stream. And I am all dressed for jumping jacks, just in case somebody comes in and makes me and throws some money at me to do jumping jacks, because we need a new water heater. That was a very refreshing but very cold shower that I took this morning. Hello, Blake Star. How are you? Welcome to the show. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm here ready to have some fun with you. I've got an article and some videos to watch. But before we do that, today is very important. It is Global Accessibility Day. And Global Accessibility Awareness Day is it's important because it kind of highlights the different ways that the world has become accessible and highlights how disabled people have become more and more able to be independent, and it also highlights where we can still improve, because we still can. There are still many ways that accessibility can improve. And to me, this isn't like a DEI thing. This is an actual important day to look at where we were and where we are and where we can go in regards to the way society and disabled people themselves interact, and how disabled people can become productive members of society without making society completely kowtow to disabled people, because there is a line. And I think it's important to have days like this to highlight how well we can and have worked together so far to make things accessible. When you look at what I'm doing right now, how I'm streaming right now, with my computer that talks, and how I'm able to read chat with my computer and my phone, and like how I'm able to navigate my computer and pull up the videos to watch. Like, the only thing that I need help with is screen sharing, because the application and voiceover are not coded well together when it comes to editing the sources and the layout of Streamlabs. That's where we need some more improvements in accessibility in that space. Where it comes from how I used to write Braille with a big clunky metal Braille typewriter that was insanely loud as it would punch holes in thick paper to write down Braille. Then it went to something called a Braille Lite, which was an electronic version of the Braille typewriter with refreshable Braille at the bottom of the device. Then we have like Braille displays now that you can Bluetooth to your computer or your phone. You can read thousands of Kindle books with these things, and you don't have to have crates and crates and crates of books that only make up 20 books in total, but you have like 140 actual physical books, because Braille is so big. It just, accessibility has come so far, and for me it really bothers me when we have this forced diversity and inclusion, because then nobody wants to do the necessary stuff to make things accessible, because the diversity and inclusion is being ham-fisted down your throat, and only token things are being done to make things accessible or make things inclusive. and nobody actually wants to listen to the real disabled people and talk to them. And that's why when you look at like products like Mortal Kombat 1 or The Last of Us, it's so noteworthy because most other companies don't consult with as wide a range of disabled people as Naughty Dog and NetherRealm did. And my point in doing this talk is to really just highlight how if you work with people, both able-bodied and not able-bodied, you can accomplish a lot of amazing stuff. And my hope going forward is that we manage to figure out how to do that without ham-fisting forced inclusion and diversity down everybody's throats, and that we can accomplish making the world accessible so that people can be productive and independent without feeling like they're just being handed things. Because I know a lot of disabled people really don't want to feel like they're just being handed stuff. They want to work just like everybody else does. And that's the point of Global Accessibility Awareness Day, is to highlight the fact that that's what we want and to bring awareness to the people who aren't fully aware of accessibility yet and what it can do and what it has done. So I hope that this was a informative and like a good little thing to talk about. I'm gonna be posting this up, so let me know what you guys think in the comments, and see you in the next one. There. I'm gonna post that up after the stream. Let's see what chat has to say. Oh, glitched vision! Neither did I until yesterday. Hello! Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, I didn't realize it was Global Accessibility Day today until like yesterday when somebody posted, I can't wait until Global Accessibility Awareness Day tomorrow. And I'm like, oh shit. Well then. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting up that little video clip up on the YouTube channel and up on the TikTok channel. Let's see, what else do we have here? I'm gonna pull up our article. Where are we? There it is. There's our article. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the live scene. Article head. So I didn't read this beforehand, so we're gonna quickly take a quick gander. So apparently they're installing anti-sex beds in Paris for the Olympics. I guess probably because of all of the stories of rape that have come out of the last like 2 or 3 Olympics. So apparently what I can see here is the Olympic Village is it's the Parisian Olympic Village organizers are like specifically trying to make the village as unsexy as possible because it's known, like it's known for happening. You've been are they what Are they totally blind accessible? Because a lot of these games that I hear of have like some stuff, but they're not like playable for somebody who's got like zero light perception. Like Spider-Man 2, for example, is apparently the similar to God of War. So apparently the athletes will find themselves sleeping in what are actually called anti-sex beds. They're twin-size beds and they're made with cardboard frames. And they're claiming to support the weight of one person up to 200 kilograms. But it's like obviously intended for one person because it's like cardboard and it's a twin bed. So and the Olympics committee's like, no, this is for sustainability, guys. It's for it's from like it's about recycling and you know, economic use of space and, you know, being impactful on the environment. But like obviously it's like obvious because sex at the Olympics has been an issue. Um, like it's been a big problem. Like there have been I remember there have been lots of allegations of sexual assault at the Olympics going way back. Un- Unfortunately not. There's a mod for X4 that makes it somewhat possible, but it's rough. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I wanted to know if Stellar Blade was accessible, but I doubt it. So it said Paris recent blah, blah, sorry. They're apparently going to they apparently lifted a ban in which they were going to hand out 350 or 300,000 condoms to the athletes to promote safe sex. So they weren't like they were going to ban people from doing that, but now they're not. So they want people to have safe sex, just not in bed. And like, you know, these people are going to find a way to have sex, right? Like these people are going to find a way to have sex. They'll push the beds together and make a double bed. They'll do it standing up. They'll like it's not hard. It's not hard to find a way to have sex not in a bed. Like holy shit, guys. What do you do you think these are inexperienced people who don't know how to have sex? Like they'll obviously figure out a way. Oh my god, it's like these Parisians have never had sex before out of a bed. It's kind of disturbing for Parisians. You would not think that was you would not think that was a thing. Because they're Parisians and it's known to be the city of love. The new beta is getting closer to playable, but the mod will probably be needed to finish things. Okay. I gotcha. I've gotcha. What was I saying here? Oh, yeah. Like, that's why I feel so spoiled with MK1. Because of how accessible it is. Sorry, I'm just pinning a message in Twitch chat. Oops. There's no W in the Streamlabs link. What the hell are you doing, Blind Press? Jesus. There. Okay. So, let's get back to the chat so I can make sure that I'm going to... Okay. We're good. Now, oh, I forgot to put it back to the video. So speaking of anti-sex beds, we're going to move on to a video entitled The Dark Future of Relationships. So this should be interesting. Let's see what this is about.
This video is brought to you by Surfshark. Stick around to hear more about the special offer they're providing to the entire upper echelon community. All right, lately I've been going down a sort of dystopian tech type rabbit hole, and today is basically another one of those type videos. But real life is basically becoming an episode of Black Mirror right now, so I wanted to talk about why that's happening and look at what seems to be a very dark future in the world of relationships. It's a little bit difficult to find a proper starting point for all this. Context is kind of sort of tricky when it comes to the bigger what if type questions, but the best place to start or begin is probably a high level overview of where things are right now in the world of dating and what sort of trajectory we're currently on. I've talked about this before, but if you look at Google Trends, the term AI girlfriend has risen in popularity from basically nothing to substantial traffic in the past 2 years alone.
That's slightly terrifying. That's supposed to be a meme. What the fuck? Why is that actually a thing? Now, is that just a search for the meme AI girlfriend? Or is that an actual search for an actual AI girlfriend? That's scary for me.
Before 2022, the search term effectively didn't exist, but now there are tens of millions of people globally searching for these applications to either use them or learn about them, because the cat's out of the bag and the commercial industry of providing romantic partners as sellable applications is in full swing. There's a lot of individual examples out there ranging from startup applications all the way to much more established corporate offerings, but there's a couple different areas I want to focus on for today, the first one being normalization of digital romance. According to Stanford University research between the years 2000 and 2017, the rate at which heterosexual couples in the United States initially met each other cratered completely in practically every single metric aside from online dating.
That's crazy. And you see so many people meet, people from, other countries, and they move so quickly, and they don't know anything about each other, and they, pick up and leave their entire country behind, and it's oh my god, what are you doing? And it's I've seen Dr. Phil episodes about this. I've seen, it's crazy. There's, investigation discovery documentaries about people who die doing it. It's crazy. And that was before it was popular, right? And it's just I'm fucking glad that Pinkalo and I met when we did, and that I don't have to worry about dating, because the way things are now, I would not know if I was getting, an actual... I wouldn't know what I was getting. It wouldn't be safe for me as a blind person to be dating. Because, first of all, I wouldn't know who I was getting online. Second of all, I would have to be very careful about doing anything in person. And how do you meet people in person if you can't see them? You can't make eye contact with people. What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to approach somebody if you can't see them? I am so fucking thankful I don't have to worry about dating. I cannot imagine the blind people that are single right now having to navigate the dating world with all of this nonsense.
Yes, the rate at which couples met each other in bars and restaurants also increased, relatively speaking, during that time frame. but it's nothing compared to the meteoric rise of online applications and websites, which are now, by far, the dominant method of meeting your significant other in the United States, as well as many other developed nations around the world. That's a fairly easy thing to showcase, but it demonstrates a very good starting point, because even before the dramatic rise of something like an AI partner, people were rapidly becoming accustomed to the idea that their smartphone was the portal by which they would meet their significant other. Rising popularity of AI lovers, alongside a more generalized trend where online dating has supplanted other methods of meeting romantic partners, leaves us in a bit of a precarious situation because the third piece of the puzzle is an epidemic of loneliness, which is now being recognized as a severe impacting factor in the United States. I keep talking about the United States in particular, yes, but that's because I live here and because the problems are incredibly pronounced here. But these issues absolutely exist elsewhere in the world in a rapidly increasing way. Let's recap. Online dating is now the primary method of meeting new people. AI girlfriends are a rapidly increasing trend, and these two things become increasingly amplified as an epidemic of loneliness sweeps across the nation.
Now, why are we all feeling so lonely? Is it because nobody's talking to each other? Or is it because we've all forgotten how to actually be ourselves, and therefore we can't have authentic conversations with people anymore, and therefore we're constantly trying to find somebody new, somebody stimulating, because we don't know how to have a stimulating conversation and be ourselves anymore. So we need other people constantly to come along and like push that conversation button, and eventually like that person becomes familiar and the conversations become familiar, and then you need new people again.
What could go wrong? The logical answer to that statement is a lot. A lot can go wrong, because there are three different things that need to be addressed and solved, mind you, before any of this can safely happen, and from what I can see, not a single one of these three core issues have even been openly acknowledged by the companies pursuing the technology. All right, now it is briefly time for me to talk about a service that I even go so far as to advertise in my free time, which is Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN, a virtual private network, and VPNs help protect you from a pretty vast array of online issues. Okay. Nothing in cybersecurity is ever perfect, mind you. That's not how the industry functions, but Surfshark protects against certain types of phishing attacks, malware, DNS tunneling, DDoS attacks in particular, and also combats what is now persistently invasive big tech data harvesting as well as tracking. If you care more about the world of entertainment, Surfshark unlocks additional content on streaming websites, such as Netflix, for example. You can easily change your region, therefore enjoying additional options in your video library as a result of geo-gating licensing agreements. Surfshark gets around regional censorship, such as the government deciding to block things, which they shouldn't. And Surfshark also offers encryption, IP protection, modification, and more. I say this in every single segment now for a very specific reason. Surfshark operates completely separate infrastructure from NordVPN, and Surfshark also maintains a warrant canary. I won't use or endorse a VPN that doesn't. If you click the link down below using promo code Echelon, you can take advantage of a special community-wide offer with 4 full months for free. Again, that's promo code Echelon with the link down below for a community-wide special offer. Big thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring the channel. So what are these core issues? First is the companionship alienation phenomenon. Second is the autonomy control paradox. And third is the utility ethicality dilemma.
Please explain these things, because, like, the first one kind of sounds self-explanatory, but the second and third ones, you kind of lost me.
But none of these things are being actively considered because they dramatically impact a company's ability to generate profit, and if answered properly, they could even lead to the closure of the business, because that business probably should not exist in the first place. I'll start with the companionship alienation phenomenon. This is a term that refers to the ironic possibility that tools for alleviating the detrimental negative effects of loneliness often merely serve to exacerbate them. In the context of AI companions, the prospect of creating an application that fulfills a basic need for interpersonal relationships might seem great on paper, until you realize the similarity between that kind of social interaction and something like malnutrition. Yes, you are receiving some form of social stimulation through a messaging application, which may appear to be at or near a kind of bare minimum threshold. But that relationship is lacking in all sorts of specialized areas, similar to how sailors a few hundred years ago would get scurvy because they were meeting most of their nutritional needs, but never got any vitamin C.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. You're like, you can't expect an AI companion to provide you the same like empathy and love and like just there are some, and it's not even there aren't even really words to describe the human connection between people that love each other, and AI cannot do that. I'm sorry. Like, it can be as smart as it wants to be. Smart doesn't equal emotionally intelligent. And I don't think AI has emotional intelligence at this point. And once it becomes emotionally intelligent, then we have a fucking problem.
Sadly, the effects of social malnutrition are much harder to see in real time, and they lack any sort of concrete solution, like what's possible for scurvy. But the comparison remains true that talking to a chatbot instead of having real relationships, or friendships even, with real people, can actually cause more problems rather than solve them. Second is the autonomy control paradox, and this is where I need to branch out and use some real examples, because the problem is much more concrete and immediate here. The autonomy control paradox refers to an extremely delicate balancing act where service providers developing AI companion type tools have to simultaneously consider the autonomy of users, as in letting them use the service how they want to, when they want to, aka freedom, while at the same time maintaining ethical, profit-driven, and legal standards which require them to exert control. A perfect example of this would be an application called Replica, which I've talked about before, which was originally designed to be a romantic partner. Actually, it was originally designed to be a digital manifestation of the founder's deceased friend, trained on a bunch of his messages and digital correspondence from when he was alive.
That's terrifying. Dude, I'm sorry that your friend died, but let him go.
Which is an episode of Black Mirror. But when people started asking her to make them personal versions afterward, it morphed into a mainstream commercial business. Replica has between 10 and 50 million downloads. Estimates gravitate to about 20 million total as of right now, and its user base is 73% male.
Of course.
But to properly showcase what happened, I have to play some clips of the company's founder, Eugenia Quita, at a summit called Virtual Beings.
And some of them went beyond friendships, but I'll tell you about this a little bit later. But I want to tell you about some love stories that happened with those virtual friends. So here's what people say about Replica now. I just pulled this a couple of days ago, just literally top review on the first review on the App Store that I saw. So we have.
Of course, that's the first review. Of course, I just grabbed the first review, cause they only. Of course, it's the top review and it's good. They don't put bad reviews at the top, you silly person.
Tons of reviews like that, but basically what the user is saying is that it's a great friend, but there's a danger of falling in love with your AI. And in fact, a bunch of people actually do that. So that's, again, just first post that I saw in our subreddit community. And that's really common. So we have tons of users that are actually in relationship with Replica. Replica's been out for almost 2 years now, and some people have been in relationship with their Replica for 2 years. So
that's very scary. And it's very scary that you are talking about it like you're just like, yeah, there are people who have been in a relationship with their Replica for 2 years, and it's been out for 2 years. Yeah, it's totally fine. It's totally normal. No, the fuck it isn't.
So it's a long-term, very engaging relationship.
It's a very engaging
AI character.
Really.
So
how do you have sex with
to make
Replica?
People feel better. We actually do measure mental health outcomes. We do measure whether people are getting to feel better as they.
How does Replica hold you when you're crying and you need a hug? How does Replica do that? How does Replica give you a really, like, your neck really hurts? How does Replica give you a massage and just tell you everything's okay? How does Replica do that?
Their emotional well-being is getting better as they communicate with Replica. So I believe it's time for us to sort of stop stigmatizing those relationships with AIs. And I think that it's time for this new kind of era where you're not only going to be having virtual friends, but you're actually going to have virtual lovers.
And this is why the human race is not going to make it to 1,000,000 years, people. Because we have people promoting relationships with applications. And yeah.
We, with our 6 million users, are already experiencing that right now.
She very clearly articulates that she believes people need to stop stigmatizing relationships with virtual lovers, and also outlines how the program is being used while emphasizing that they monitor mental health outcomes. But later down the line, the company rolled out various software updates that dramatically changed, primarily limiting how users were even allowed to interact with these replicas, resulting in a very large component of their community having a tool that was supposed to help their mental health become a detrimental force against it by luring them into a pseudo-relationship with a program that is unilaterally controlled by a profit-driven company. That's not a real relationship. It never was, and it never can be.
That's like being in a relationship with a... It's like the big bad, it's like the big corporation that doesn't need money is the sugar baby, and you, the user, is the sugar daddy, but they're like in no need of money. They've been like scamming all these people out of money, and they have this application that is like making you fall in love with it and sucking you dry of mental health and money, and oh my god, this is fucking terrible.
Last up is the utility ethicality dilemma, and this is where we need to jump over to an application called Bumble. Funny story here. Bumble was originally a dating app that redefined
Spittle buggies. It virtually hugs you like a bear.
The traditional format of men making the first move. Here's the CEO discussing the philosophy behind Bumble on CNN Business like 6 years ago.
Fuck Bumble.
Both myself and my friends, and mostly every woman I've ever met, have experienced the notion of waiting around or being on the man's terms or not being allowed to text first. I felt it was time to say, stop. This is not right. This is destructive, and it was time to really go and change that.
Mostly every woman I've ever met experiences the notion of waiting around, being on the man's terms, or being not allowed to text first.
Mostly every. What is mostly every? Is that like fully, completely?
Time to go and change that. Sure. Okay. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Well, flash forward, and women hated that. They said it was too much work, they didn't want to do it, and now Bumble has stopped requiring them to make the first move, and basically admitted that, yes, standard roles and expectations in male-female relationships are there for a reason. Strong start. Anyway, the utility ethicality dilemma refers to the inherent conflict between commercial application and moral responsibility. In the context of dating or relationships or AI companions, it becomes a bit of a problem because there is absolutely a very high degree of profit potential, but the existence of profit potential does not de facto mean that you should therefore do it. Just because you can gather enormous amounts of personal data and information on someone by running a program that pretends to be their digital girlfriend, and then sell that data for a huge amount of money to advertising companies or social media conglomerates, does not mean that you should be doing that.
Oh, but then they wouldn't be able to make all sorts of money. This is what I mean. Like, this is the crazy shit about, like this is where I feel like I'm halfway torn, because AI can be an incredible accessibility tool. Like, there's in the Be My Eyes app, there's a section called Be My AI, and you take a picture of what's around you, and it will describe incredibly well what the scene is. And it's amazing. But then you have shit like this. And you want to nuke AI from space.
But the entire industry of AI companionship, especially where it intersects with the world of dating applications, does not care about this. Very recently, speaking at a Bloomberg tech conference, prior CEO Whitney Wolfe Herd had this to say.
We're taking a customer-obsessed path, and we are going to win. We will be the way people meet. And this is not a fad. And so what we are doing is we're leaning into the things people don't like, the things that are stressing them out, and we are saying, how do we be the best place on the internet for women? How do we be the place that people find real connection and we do not exhaust them or stress them out along the way?
That's particularly funny when they...
Bumble doesn't want to stress you out or exhaust you along the way, huh? How about the fact that you can't even see who likes your profile without fucking paying them?
It just now reversed the entire premise of what Bumble even is, because women didn't like it and they got stressed out and thought it was burdensome. But carry on.
Okay, so for example, you could in the near future be talking to your AI dating concierge and you could share your insecurities. I just came out of a breakup. I have commitment issues. If you want to get really out there, there is a world where your dating concierge could go and date for you with other dating concierge. No, truly. And then you don't have to talk to 600 people.
What? What the fuck? Your AI dating concierge could go date for you and then you could... That's... No.
And all of San Francisco for you and say, these are the 3 people you really ought to meet. And so, that's the power of AI if harnessed the right way.
Okay, so that's also an episode of Black Mirror where the AI versions of you and other people date each other inside an application. 2 for 2 on that front. But think about what she's saying. Tell the AI your insecurities and then let an AI date other AI and tell you go match up with these people because these are the best fit for you. We are speed running a cyberpunk dystopia as hard as we possibly can. And she's not even alone with this. There's another platform called Volar, which does exactly that right now.
That just sounds like an evil Klingon guy. Volar. I am Volar. I work with fucking Duras. What the fuck?
And it lacks relative popularity at the moment, but the idea of surrendering even the process of meeting people to a program controlled by a for-profit company is a level of dystopia that feels, I don't even know. The only word for it I have is evil. The dark future of relationships, as per the video title, is a world where AI programs replace the very foundation of human interaction. Companies that are financially motivated not to help you find lasting companionship, make no mistake about that, will be in charge of simulating your personality and then matching you with people who they say are a good fit based on their simulations. But why would they ever use those tools for your actual benefit when your actual benefit removes you as a paying customer from their ecosystem? It's a paradox. Dating applications and websites make money from lonely people.
Yep. They don't want you to actually find a connection because then you'll stop paying them, right? So they obviously want you to have failure after failure, so you'll keep paying them to find you more dates.
They stop making money when those lonely people happily find someone to end their loneliness, which means, if we extrapolate this to the utmost extreme, that the better an application is at legitimately fostering human connection, long-lasting connection that is, the worse it does financially, thereby ceasing to exist as a company if it ever actually succeeded in its outwardly advertised goal of helping everyone meet the right person for them. Let's put everything together now. Online dating is still rising in popularity, surpassing every other method in the United States by a substantial margin. At the same time, AI companions are becoming dramatically more widespread without considering any of the fundamental drawbacks, while companies incorporate the idea of supplanting human connection with AI proxies, disguised by buzzwords like convenience or comfort, into a business model that is fundamentally at odds with the idea of actually helping their user base find a lasting partner, because accomplishing that goal actually hurts them. Meanwhile, people are experiencing acute levels of loneliness, higher than ever before, which make them even more susceptible to all of these newfound problems, facilitating a kind of AI companionship gold rush, if you will, that is completely off the rails and being driven by some of the greediest people alive on planet Earth.
That is the scariest summary of what is going on that I could think of. And it is so dystopian. It is so, like, as I said before, I am so glad that I don't have to date. I am so glad that I don't have to... Nerd. I am so glad that I don't have to date, because holy shit, this is insane. This is... This AI shit is scary.
I know, I'm a pessimist and blah, blah, blah. You're so negative. I understand, I do. But when I look at the world around me, these are the things I often see. And I can't help but think about the fact that these problems didn't exist 10 or 15 years ago. Yes, of course, we had other problems back then, but the industrialized replacement of human-to-human interactions is very hard for me to ignore, because from everything I've come to understand, it's likely one of the most damaging trends I'll ever encounter in my lifetime. I'm not entirely sure what can be done about it just yet, given the nature of the problem, but these are things that often strike me as very interesting, so these are the things I've lately been talking about, and yeah, that'll probably change over time.
This is probably, he's not wrong, this is probably one of the most damaging trends for humanity that we've seen. Because if you fall in love with a computer program, like, you're not going to want to reproduce with anything. Oh! Sunrises, side raises, and squats, and stretch. Oh, yeah, the Facebook and the playing around with the Facebook dating and the Tinder, like, all the people that were, like, trans and pretending to be, it's like women pretending, or trans women pretending to be women. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Okay. Let's do our side raises first. I already put it on solo cam, right. Oh. Rawr. Okay. Let's make sure I'm out of the way here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now it's squats time. Let's make sure the chair is out of the way. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now it's time for stretching. Oh. Whoa. Oh, all right. Let's sit down again. You're a steer now, haha. Hello. All right. Whew, all right. Let's see where we are. Okay. That was That was fun. All right. Let's take a look at the 450 Marines versus the Imperial Japanese Navy. This sounds like a fat electrician video. Something tells me.
During World War II, the Japanese military used to think that the Marines were all recruited from prisons and insane asylums, which, to be honest, it's always made sense to me, but after researching for this video, it's starting to make dollars. Today we're talking about the first time that the United States Marine Corps would come toe-to-toe with the Japanese military. Ladies and gentlemen, Wake Island, a small coral atoll 2,000 miles west of Hawaii, closer to Japan than it was to America, and highly sought after by the Japanese to be a forward operating base for World War II. The only problem with that was, it was currently held by the Americans. 450 Marine Corps artillerymen and 1,200 civilian construction workers, as well as 70 Navy corpsmen. In this context, for the layman, if you don't know, Navy corpsman is a fancy word for Marine Corps medic, aka Doc. And they didn't have much to defend the island with, but they did have 6 5-inch coastal artillery guns that were actually taken from America's first ever battleship, the original USS Texas from the 1800s. They also had 12 3-inch anti-aircraft guns, 18 M2 Browning machine guns, 30 Browning 30 caliber machine guns, as well as 12 Grumman F4F Wildcat fighters. In regards to time, Wake Island is 22 hours ahead of Hawaii, meaning that from their perspective, Pearl Harbor would take place on December 8th, 1941. An hour after the attack on Pearl Harbor had ended, Wake would...
So, this is what fucks me up with... This is what fucks me up with time zones. Because they're off the... They're not far from Hawaii, that's what he said, but they're 22 hours ahead of Hawaii.
Would take place on December 8th, 1941. An hour after the attack on Pearl Harbor had ended, Wake would receive a transmission saying that Pearl Harbor had occurred and that they needed to be prepared. 2 hours after that, 27 Japanese bombers would conduct an air raid on Wake Island, destroying 8 of their 12 F4F Wildcat fighters before they even left the airstrip.
Well, that's not good. I guess that means they are losing a lot of their armament.
At this point, 400 civilian construction workers would volunteer to help fight if it came to that, and the Marines began training them on how to operate machine guns immediately, while also fortifying fighting positions. Jesus. Wake Island would then be bombed again on the 9th, and on December 11th, 1941, an entire Japanese naval detachment would arrive at Wake Island, and the battle for Wake would officially begin.
So this is a full detachment versus, like, wow, okay, this is gonna be bloody.
As the Marines, the Navy corpsmen, and the construction workers rushed to their battle stations, they would see that they were incredibly outmanned and outgunned. The Japanese had brought with them 3 light cruisers, 6 destroyers, 3 submarines, 1 submarine tender, 2 PT boats, and 2 amphibious landing ships equipped with 450 special naval landing forces of the Japanese, which is essentially the Japanese equivalent of Marines.
Yeah, you're fucked. That's gonna be some bloody battle. Holy shit. It's only the damn Pacific shit that messes with everybody because of that damn international dateline where 24 hours turns into 0 hours. Yeah, that does fuck with me, the international dateline.
As the entire Japanese naval detachment advanced closer and closer to the island, they would finally come within striking distance of the Marine artillery, 12,000 yards. Despite that, and much to the confusion of the Marines, they were all ordered to hold their fire, which made absolutely no sense to them. These men could hit bullseyes at 12,000 yards. These guys would put a fucking 5-inch shell through a bedroom window if they wanted to.
Why would they have been told to hold their fire? Holy shit, were they trying to get them killed?
Why on earth are they being told to hold their fire? But the man in charge of the Marines, Commander Devereaux, realized that the Japanese artillery on the ships actually outranged the Marine artillery and they weren't firing yet. And this must mean that the Japanese thought that their air raids had disabled all of the Marine defenses on the island, which was not true at all because in reality the only thing they had taken out was the original 8 Wildcats from day one.
Okay, so he didn't want them to tip their hand, so to speak, before it was necessary, because he figured out that the Japanese didn't know that they still had arms.
So under the command of Major Devereaux, the Marines would continue to hold their fire and play possum as the entire detachment advanced closer and closer. 10,000 yards, 8,000 yards, 6,000 yards, 4,000 yards, which as far as a Marine artilleryman is concerned is point-blank fucking range. If they got any closer, these Marines were going to try to put a bayonet on this 5-inch gun, okay? The Marines would finally be given the order to open fire, and they would open fire with everything they had and put as many shells downrange as they possibly could.
That had to have surprised the shit out of the Japanese. Okay, they have nothing. We're gonna go. We don't have to open fire. We're just gonna go in. And then all of a sudden just
taking the Japanese completely off guard and hitting almost all of their ships with effective fire. In a matter of minutes, they were able to sink one of the destroyers by hitting it twice in its magazine. The destroyer Hayate would be sunk in 12 minutes. And I cannot stress to you what a big deal this is. At this point in time, Japan has effectively attacked...
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I need to mute and... Hello?
Pearl Harbor, and 27 other locations in the Pacific, and they have never lost a single naval vessel. And it took the Marine artillerymen 12 minutes to put one completely under the waterline. Panicking and not knowing what to do, the Japanese naval detachment would turn and retreat. And it is at this point that they would realize that they made a fatal flaw in their attack strategy because they didn't bring a carrier and they brought no planes for air support. And their detachment would turn and retreat. And it is at this point that they would realize that they made a fatal flaw in their attack strategy because they didn't bring a carrier and they brought no planes for air support. Cue this man, Henry Elrod, aka Hammer and Hank, and one of the first main characters that would ever enter the battlefield in World War II on America's behalf. Himself and the other 3 Grumman Wildcat fighters would take off into the sky. They would realize that the Japanese naval detachment came with no carrier and no airplanes overhead, and let's face it, Japanese AA guns might as well be crewed by fucking stormtroopers because they can't hit shit. So the 4 Wildcat pilots take off and proceed to kick the entire naval detachment in the ass on the way out as they strafe their decks with machine gun fire and drop 100-pound bombs on their decks. Now, a 100-pound bomb and machine gun fire absolutely should never be able to sink a major naval vessel, like ever. Good old Hammer and Hank, though, managed to park one of those 100-pound bombs directly on top of the depth charges on top of the deck of the destroyer Kisarage, setting off a chain reaction that would sink the entire naval vessel.
Jeez, I could just imagine. He just puts the bomb down and the whole thing just... Fuck. That's crazy.
Which is literally the equivalent of killing a grown-ass man with a BB gun, but somehow he pulled it off anyways. Which, I mean, to be fair, is just standard behavior for the Marine Corps at this point. Now, the smoke settles from the battle, and they have to figure out what all happened, because, you know, there's a lot of moving parts. Come to find out, the only thing that the Marines lost, 2 of the planes were so damaged that they weren't going to be flyable anymore, so now they're only down to 2 Grumman Wildcats, and only 5 people had been injured. Nobody died on the American side. Japan, on the other hand, had lost 2 destroyers, a submarine, and a suspected 300-plus men. Needless to say, the Japanese are fucking pissed and embarrassed about this entire thing.
You think? They just got fucked up by, like, literally, like, a ragtag group of Navy or Marines and civilians. And they're like a complete organized naval detachment, and they just completely got their asses
Which, I mean,
kicked.
they kind of have a right to be upset, too. I mean, this was the first 2 ships they've had sunk during World War II. This was the first tactical loss they've had. And this is the only successful amphibious landing defense using coastal artillery ever in all of World War II. They straight up kind of got their asses whooped. And because they're so upset, they pretty much immediately sent out another air raid from the Marshall Islands and bombed Wake Island again. And they continued to bomb Wake Island every day for the next 10 days. Thankfully, they still didn't manage to hit a whole lot. Total stormtrooper energy, just misses every single time. And during this 10 days, the American people would find out that 450 Marines and a bunch of construction workers stood up to the Japanese Navy and told them to get fucked. And this became the silver lining for the catastrophe that was Pearl Harbor. Wake Island was a shining example that the American public looked to and said, if those 450 dudes were able to accomplish that when they weren't ready, imagine what we're going to be able to do once we actually start trying.
That is true. Like, I will have to say, like, that's just some plucky shit. That's just some plucky shit right now. Like, to just have no what's it called? To just 450 men versus an entire Japanese detachment, and they win.
This victory, unfortunately, would be short-lived because it is now a race between Japan and America to see who can get reinforcements to Wake Island first. The problem with that is the Japanese reinforcements are coming from all their other successful attack missions, including Pearl Harbor, so they have a huge head start on the Americans, so obviously they get all of their ships there first. So the Marines call up the Navy chain of command and are like, hey, there's a bunch of more Japanese ships here, including some aircraft carriers. Hurry up.
Help.
At which point, the United States Navy,
Help,
or
please?
maybe not the Navy, but the government, somebody at a high level decides that, well, we don't want to lose any more ships, so we're just going to consider all of Wake Island collateral damage, and we're going to leave all of you there to die.
Well, lovely. Sorry, chaps. You know, we're not going to be able to help you, so, you know, best of luck.
I wish I was joking. So the first battle for Wake Island was on December 11th. They then got bombed every day for 10 days straight. It is now December 22nd. They have all been left there to die, except these are United States Marines, so fuck it, we're still gonna fight anyways, because that's just how they get down. So December 22nd, 1941, the second battle
You're talking like 2 or 3 days of travel time. It's a duck dog.
Wake Island is about to kick off. In the red, white, and blue corner, we have 450 Marine artillerymen, 400 construction workers, and 70 Navy corpsmen, going toe-to-toe with a reinforced Japanese Navy of 3 light cruisers, 6 destroyers, 2 PT boats, 2 amphibious landing vehicles, a bunch of more amphibious landing soldiers, 1 submarine tender, 2 submarines, 4 heavy cruisers, 2 mine layers, and 2 aircraft carriers returning from Pearl Harbor. The IJN hear you, and the IJN see you. Apparently the IJN smell you and taste you were fucking busy. And
a partridge in a pear tree.
Now, to the Marine Corps' surprise, the entire naval detachment refuses to get anywhere near this island, not willing to come within 12,000 yards because they don't want to get shot up by accurate Marine artillery fire again. So instead, what they do is
I think San Diego to Wake is like 5 days. That's so they're just like, nope, sorry, you're fucked.
Send out their 2 amphibious landing ships with 900 soldiers on them, and
God.
they deploy every single plane that their aircraft carriers have. The 2 remaining Marine Corps Wildcat fighters are about to go toe-to-toe with 50 Japanese aircraft. And somehow, those 2 badass Marine aviators managed to shoot down 21 Japanese planes, one of which was the bomber of Bombardier Norobu Kanai, the man that was credited with sinking the USS Arizona.
So, 2 of them managed to sink nearly half of the bombers.
This would be considered the first ever revenge for Pearl Harbor. The remaining Japanese planes then proceeded to bomb and strafe the island with machine gun fire. They didn't really do a whole lot of damage, but one thing they did take out was the communication lines leaving the command bunker where Major Devereaux was. And nobody knew that that had happened, so Major Devereaux's inside of his bunker giving orders, but nobody's hearing them. So when the 900 Japanese Special Naval Landing Forces landed on the beach, and they weren't given any orders, the Marines are kind of like, what are we doing? What's the play? No orders came through, so they're gonna do what Marines do best, be default aggressive, and go fuck shit up. Give it-
Be default aggressive. Not wrong. Kind of what they do. Oh, Jesus, okay.
In a lack of instruction, they will resort to destruction every single time. The Marines, on their own accord, decide that they are going to fix bayonets, leave the machine guns and fortified fighting positions with the civilians that they trained, and they are going to go meet a 2-to-1 battle against the Japanese Special Landing Forces on the beach in the middle of bumfuck nowhere in the Pacific.
We're gonna go stab. You civilians stay here with the machine guns, okay?
One of these two groups is the best amphibious fighting force on Earth, and they are about to figure it out right now. For the next 11 hours, the Marine Corps and the Japanese Special Landing Forces would engage in close combat, and not only were the Marines successful at defending, they would begin launching counterattacks, and these counterattacks would fracture the enemy line, sending small groups of enemy soldiers all over the island. It is at—
Well, what is it said? What is it? A caged human being or a trapped human being is as dangerous as a trapped wild animal? Don't fucking... That's what happened.
At this point, after like 11 hours, Commander Devereaux finally comes out of his fucking bunker after not hearing from anyone this entire time. And in his head, he's thinking all of the positions that had radios must have been overrun. That's why they're not responding to me. So he's anticipating that they're losing. And as soon as he walks out of the bunker, he sees Japanese flags all over the island, and he assumes that the flags had been hoisted because the Japanese were victorious. But that's not what was happening. What he was seeing was Japanese good luck flags, which was a Japanese tradition in World War II, where the Japanese soldiers would have their friends and family sign a Japanese flag, and they would hang it on their rifle when they went into battle for good luck. That is what he was seeing, not flags hoisted in victory, because his Marines were kicking their fucking ass. But he didn't know that, so he proceeded to go around the island and force his men to surrender.
Oh no! No! Don't do that! You're winning!
Right off the bat, huge problem. The Japanese at this point in time weren't real big on the whole taking prisoners thing. They still very much believed in the Bushido Code of Honor, and if you surrendered on the battlefield, you lost that honor, and as far as they're concerned, if you didn't have your honor, you deserved to die. So it's already not looking that great, and it would become even worse once the fog of the battle finally lifted, and everybody began to look around and realize there's a distinct lack of dead Americans. Plenty of dead people, not many Americans. Because over the last 11 hours, the Japanese landing forces had suffered 600 casualties.
Holy fuck! That's like... Wow! There's only 900 Americans on that island, and there's like well over that number of Japanese. Holy shit.
The Americans had only lost 52 Marines and 70 construction workers. Wow. I say only, that's still a lot. It's way too many. It's tragic. I'm not trying to diminish that in any way. I'm simply trying to explain it was an extremely lopsided battle, and this would only serve to infuriate the Japanese even more. So the Japanese, now thoroughly pissed off, decide they are going to take every American on Wake Island, including the civilians that didn't even fight, and strip them all butt naked and tie them together in groups of 15 with telephone wire and march all 1,600 of them to the airfield.
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. This does not sound like a good thing.
They then began assembling their crew-served machine guns, intending on executing everyone. They then stood there for 2 days on an airstrip, butt naked in the middle of the Pacific, at gunpoint, until the Japanese admiral came out and announced to them that the Emperor of Japan had decided to grace them with their lives.
Holy shit! That's terrifying. Like, even as a Marine, like, that is some terrifying shit.
See, the American media had made such a big deal of the first defense of Wake Island that the entire world was watching the events unfold now, and Japan knew that they couldn't get away with committing such a mass atrocity without attracting too much attention, so they decided they were going to actually have to abide by the rules of war and take prisoners. The majority of the—
Oh, we have to play nice? God damn it. We can't kill them all. We have to take them prisoner. Fuck.
Americans would then be loaded onto cargo ships and sent to prison camps either in Japan or Japanese-occupied China. And I'm happy to say that the overwhelming majority of them survived all of World War II in these POW camps and got to return home in 1945 and 1946. Upon returning home, they would find out that only months after their first defense of Wake Island, in 1942, Hollywood had turned their life events into a movie. But the problem with the movie was that nobody actually knew what happened at the Second Battle of Wake Island, so Hollywood just anticipated that everybody had died, and that's how the movie ended.
Oh, come on!
Fast forward like 45 years later, there's a Wake Island reunion event where a journalist finally asks all the Marines what they thought of that movie when they first returned home. And without skipping a beat, this man in his 60s or 70s at this point chimes in and says, well, first of all, we didn't actually have a dog there. To which every other Marine began laughing, and it is hands down my favorite part of this story.
We didn't have a dog. That was the big problem they had. We didn't have a dog.
Because somehow that man lived through an entire lifetime worth of shit before he turned 25, and he has now made it into the twilight years of his life with his sense of humor intact and that innate burning desire to be a fucking smartass that every military member I've ever met has. And now, the story's gonna get weird. Whatever became of Wake Island itself, while it would remain under Japanese control for the duration of World War II, every time an American naval vessel drove past it, they would open fire on it with its guns, and they would routinely perform air raids on the island. Now, as fate would have it, one of those air raids on Wake Island would be the very first combat mission of a new pilot that joined the military at the ass end of World War II,
it was a really
and that pilot's
movie.
name
you've seen it?
was George Bush. Don't worry, it's gonna get weirder. Returning now to the men as they were currently serving as prisoners of war, the vast majority were held in POW camps in Japanese-occupied China. Of all the men held there, a single Marine would escape, and he would make his way all the way to northern China, where he would find a group of Chinese communist soldiers, also not super big fans of the Japanese at this point in time.
Well, I guess the enemy of your enemy is your friend.
And they would decide, hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm going to make sure this Marine makes it home safe. And that's exactly what they did. And just as that Marine was about to set off on his final journey home, he would receive a visit from those soldiers' leader. And that leader would wish him well on his journey and gift him with several very nice Chinese rugs.
And that leader was Mao Zedong.
That leader's name was Mao Zedong.
I called it! I called it! I called it! I have not watched this video. I just called it.
The deadliest human of all time, credited with killing somewhere between 40 and 80 million people. Yeah, the truth is literally stranger than fiction. And all of this happening, I have so many questions, but most important of all, the one question I want an answer to more than anything. What do you think that guy did with the rugs? I mean, for real, on one hand, kind of weird to keep them, but on the other hand, the rug didn't do anything, and it's a nice fucking rug. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Like, what did the rug ever do? The rug isn't communist, it's just a thing.
You know what I mean? Okay, this video's getting out of hand. I have to end it. In conclusion, after Pearl Harbor, the commander of the Japanese Navy, Admiral Yamamoto, would write in his personal diary, quote, I fear all we have done is awoken a sleeping giant and filled him with terrible resolve. And I personally find it ironic that the first time that his men would come face to face with that terrible resolve, the sleeping giant that they awoken, would be 3 days later at Wake Island, where 450 Marines, 70 Navy corpsmen, and 400 blue-collar construction workers stood together and halted the most powerful Navy on the planet in their tracks for 16 days. If you made it this far in the video,
awesome.
Thank you for watching. The best way to support the channel is go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang, out.
What an awesome story. I love the way he tells these stories, by the way. They're great, because he's so funny in the way he tells them. I love it. I absolutely love it. It makes me smile, it makes me giggle, and it's a good way to learn your history. At least I think. They blew in the wrong way. That's a Japanese menstrual flow. That's funny. That's too funny. Too funny. Alright, I am going to quickly do a be right back and do a bathroom break. So you guys grab yourselves more coffee and share the stream. And if you can, please consider jumping over to the Streamlabs link and throwing in some shekels. And I will do jumping jacks for them when I get back. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're back. We have returned. Let's quickly check on Twitch chat. Here we go. All right. Whew, okay. What do we have next? Oh, yes. YouTuber arrested for bumping into a police officer with a wheelchair. This is from Azzy, I think that's what it's called. I can't remember his name.
YouTuber was just arrested for hitting an officer with his wheelchair. Safe to say you don't hear that every single day, just like everyone else. I'm a little confused here. But like
Ricky?
so many of these other bizarre headlines, the story is happening in Florida, where you have a quadriplegic influencer by name of El Valiente, who
Okay. I've never heard of this guy.
Describes himself as a young urban music singer, composer, and producer, becoming the first Latin urban music icon in a wheelchair. And this whole incident started off with the police responding to a domestic dispute between El Valiente, whose real name is Bryant Amasta, and his mother. And because of what happened after the police showed up, Bryant is now facing 2 counts of battery, but he's fighting the case.
So he got in a fight with his mom, and the cops showed up. And how is he supposed to get into a domestic with his mother? Is his mother beating him? Because he's quadriplegic. So obviously he's not the one committing a domestic violence, because you can't really commit domestic violence with words. So is his mother being domestically violent?
So let's see this news story here.
He is a quadriplegic, a recording artist, and you said it. He believes that police should not have arrested him. He even said that his wheelchair was damaged. The case even taking the judge by surprise.
I have truly never seen a case like this.
The judge says this is a first. A quadriplegic man facing 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer.
Well, I mean, if he used his wheelchair as a weapon, then yeah. He has a koozie, okay. But if he was using his wheelchair as a weapon, then the police officer does have a right to charge him. So let's find out.
Although we can't use his limbs, police say Brian Amastha struck an officer with his motorized wheelchair.
They claim that I hit them with my wheelchair.
Amastha tells us a different story.
Okay, I guess anything can happen in Florida. I would love to see the body cam footage of this, because
yeah, that's what I would like to see. Where is there a body cam? Is there a...
I want to see, is this guy just full throttle just charging at the police officer for some reason? Or did he accidentally hit them and they're exaggerating? I don't know. Hard to tell.
Did you?
I absolutely did not.
It was Wednesday when police responded to a dispute between Amastha and his mother at their Southwest Miami-Dade home. According to the report, when she was arrested, he got agitated.
Okay, so they arrested her. I guess she was the one being domestically violent. And then he got agitated, and they're claiming assaulted them with his wheelchair.
The officer, she bumped into my wheelchair because I was standing in a driveway, and the driveway is thin.
The report stated that you spit at an officer.
Right. So I suffer from acid reflux, so I normally spit. And I spat the totally different direction.
This is going to be really interesting to see on body cam footage, because if
Yeah, I wonder if there's... What's this guy's name? Brian Amastha. I wonder if there's... Well, a cozy probably would have.
Because if he did actually just spit in a different direction and the officer accidentally, I guess, walked into his wheelchair, that's going to be interesting and an easy W for him in court. But what a bizarre case. I mean, you don't hear of this every single day.
No.
The whole situation just seems so unlikely. Why? Why would he do this? I realize clearly criminals and alleged criminals don't act rationally, but this one just doesn't make sense.
No, this could be that he is in the right here. I would like to see the video cam or the body cam footage, and I wish that there was a way to find it.
Amastha's stage name is Valiente. He's a recording artist with more than 18,000 subscribers on YouTube. When we met, rescue came to the home to take him to the hospital.
Yeah.
He says he was hurt when he was arrested and taken out of his chair to be put in a squad car.
They manhandled me. They tried to cuff me with my hands on my back, which I can't do.
My client's not a flight risk, clearly.
Or him, but I am going to order him not to have any contact with the officers should they come across each other's paths, all right?
Okay, so this whole situation just doesn't make sense. Okay, so the police show up to their house, and I guess it's the mother and him who lives there. Number one, who called the police? Because they were apparently arresting the mother, and then he was allegedly mad. But if he is mad about the arrest, if they're the only people there, wouldn't he be the one who called the police?
No, not necessarily. Maybe they were arguing loud enough that a neighbor was concerned and called the police on their behalf, because that can happen. And it sucks. And it then, if the mother didn't act correctly when the police showed up, then she might have gotten herself arrested, and the Brian guy... I'm on solo cam again, god damn it. He might have gotten upset about the mother being arrested because neither of them might have called the police, and it could have been a concerned neighbor hearing an argument.
I don't know. Like, something's not adding up. So the police's side of the story is that they showed up to a domestic dispute. He started getting agitated after they arrested the mother. He charged his wheelchair at them and then spit at them. Then we have his side of the story, and he just denies everything. So that's going to be interesting to see the body cam footage, and if this guy has any ring camera footage. That's going to be very interesting. But the whole situation just seems so far-fetched. Like, you would think it would be like some skit in like Aqua Team Hunger Force or something.
So a spokesperson with Miami-Dade Police tells us they have received no complaints from Amasa, and this is the first that they've heard of any allegations of rough arrest or damage to the wheelchair. There is body camera video of all of this, and we have requested it. We're in Southwest Miami-Dade. I'm Janine Stanwood.
Yeah, I guess we'd kind of have to wait around for body cam footage here. Him not reporting it to the police, I don't know if that's normal procedure or not. Like, normally wouldn't you just kind of lawyer up and then talk in court? Or is it normal to actually report an incident directly to the police before you take it to court? I don't know. But this whole case is going to be determined by the body cam footage. But either way, what a Florida moment. I mean, this can't be happening too often, right? Right? Wait, let's see. Wheelchair attack. Oh, wait, no, wait. This does happen. This is the first time I've heard of someone in a wheelchair attack someone, though.
Really? You've never heard of somebody running people over with their wheelchair?
Okay, so apparently 2 months ago, someone in Queens wheeled themselves around in a wheelchair and stabbed people. Nice. Yep. Then apparently just last week, there was another viral incident where someone in a wheelchair was roaming around attacking people. Hold up. Really?
Yeah, people in wheelchairs are angry fuckers. It's crazy. It's insane how fucking angry people in wheelchairs can get.
Encounters with one individual, and then she just gets picked up, taken off the street for a few hours, and then put straight back to continue her activities.
Why?
A woman is speaking out after she was randomly attacked while she was on her way to work.
She says it happened in downtown Cincinnati, and she doesn't want anyone else to become a victim.
Brittany Harry spoke with her and has the video you'll only see right here on Fox 19 now.
Whoa. I know random attacks have existed for a long time, but them happening from someone in a wheelchair, that is honestly unexpected.
Yeah, see, disabled people can be pieces of shit too. Isn't it? Well, look, we're celebrating Global Accessibility Awareness Day by showing you that people in wheelchairs and people who are disabled can be just as much a piece of shit as people who aren't.
Like a lady in a wheelchair kind of coming at me, but wasn't that concerned about her.
As she got closer out, it says things quickly took a turn when the woman randomly attacked her. It happened just before 11 o'clock in the morning, and it was all caught on.
Wheelchair with the... Oh, the donut covered that one?
All of a sudden, her wheelchair just...
That has to be like a substance abuse moment, because there's no logic
and all of a sudden, she reached her arms, both of her arms out. She screamed, "Take one for the team" at me, and then slapped me across the chest and ripped me across the sidewalk.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Imagine as the person's approaching you in a wheelchair.
For the team. That means that she hates able-bodied people.
Her boss fighting music starts.
She literally hates able-bodied people, so that's what she did that for.
We do live in an interesting world now. So apparently people in wheelchairs attacking other people is more common than what I thought. But do we think that El Valiente was violent here and actually attacked the police officer? Who knows? I guess we gotta wait until the body cam footage comes out. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
So that I figured would be an interesting thing to take a look at. Because as I said, I like to cover everything from you know, I can't just, you know, talk about blindness. I don't understand why people in chairs take their anger out on others. But you know what I mean, spittle buggies, right? You know what I mean. They're angry. They're fucking angry. It's weird. They're either like super nice or they're fucking hateful. But there's no middle ground. It's weird. I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. It's so strange to me. Like just how angry they get. It's just, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Let's see. What's our next thing? Oh! Karen arrested for lighting homeless on fire. Let's definitely make sure we're on live scene for that one. Okay. There we go. So this video I found because of that new to you tab on YouTube. So I might go check that out more often. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna light them on fire. She said the mattress is on fire.
This Karen tried calling the police to get rid of some homeless people after lighting their stuff on fire.
Oh! I'm gonna check on the smoke down here.
Yeah, one of the guys said that they heard a big bang.
Okay. Everything okay?
I'm just walking by. I don't know what's going on down there.
What's going on down here? Okay, can you come up here and talk to me?
I don't want these people. What?
I don't know what's going on down there.
What's going on down here? Okay, can you come up here and talk to me, please?
I don't want these people around.
No, I can stand right here.
Okay, I'll come to you.
That's whenever you're out of your jurisdiction to step down here.
I'm not out of my jurisdiction.
You're out of your jurisdiction to step down here? What the fuck?
Okay, I'll come to you.
That's whenever you're out of your jurisdiction to step down here.
I'm not out of my jurisdiction.
Yes, you are. You step down here and you're out of your jurisdiction with that badge on.
Okay, crazy lady. She can only be up on the path there with that is, and then as soon as she steps down off, then she's out of her jurisdiction. Okay, then.
I'm not.
You better call in.
Call in what?
You better call in and check if what I'm saying is right or not.
Well,
I'm telling you the truth, and that's the law.
That's what I'm trying to investigate. What's
what
going
are
on
you
down
talking
here?
about, lady?
My husband's land.
Who?
And I have every right to remove them with whatever way I need to remove them.
Who do you need to remove? Who are you trying to remove?
That's when you're not in your jurisdiction.
I'm not?
I will take care of these people. If they want to talk to you, let them tell you what their names are. I don't give a f what their names are.
I never...
So you're thinking that because okay, so she thinks, I guess that's her property, so I guess because the police officer is no longer on public land, that they're out of their jurisdiction and she can do whatever she wants? I think that's what we're here dealing with.
Never even asked for
I
your name.
don't care what their names are. I want them off my husband's land.
Okay.
My name is Colby.
Okay. Okay.
Hyphen.
Okay.
I go by Purple, Miss Purple. I want these people
Miss
off my
Purple.
Hyphen.
Okay.
I go by Purple, Miss Purple.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We have a special one here, folks. We have a special one here. She goes by Miss Purple.
I want these people off my husband's land. I got this fire under control. They will
Okay. Can I come down there? I'm trying to help you out.
Check it. Check before you come down here.
Check what?
Call into your superior.
Okay.
Check first before you come down here. That way, you're in right standing and you stay.
Okay,
in
but
right
if I come down there, you're not going to threaten me?
I'm not threatening you.
Okay, well,
I would like
I
you to
want
call
these people off my husband's land. Oh dear.
All right.
Make sure you stay in right standing.
Okay.
If you come down here, you're not in right standing.
Okay.
Call your superior.
Drop it? Okay.
Call your superior.
Okay.
Before you come any further.
Call your superior before you come any further. Why? What the hell is she supposed to, like, why would 3 feet take her out of her jurisdiction?
Are you guys close? They're being combative down here. Alright. Hang out right here for me.
For what?
I'm gonna talk with them, see what's going on, but she
For
has that
what?
aerosol
Yeah.
lighter.
Ma'am, what's your name again? Do you remember me?
Yes, I
Whenever
do.
I dealt with you over there?
Would you call your superior
I
and
believe
double check for y'all?
He's on his way.
Could you call and make sure? Because if y'all are on this dirt right here, you're not in right standing anymore.
What?
Oh my god. You're not in right standing because you're standing in this dirt right here. Holy fuck, you're insane. You're insane. This is like a soft sit on meth.
Because it's the imminent transient domain. Call and check it out.
Yep. Soft sit.
There's no such thing.
Call and check it out.
Okay.
Don't tell me there's no such thing. There's no reason I have to lie to you.
You're not lying. You're just severely misinformed.
That's whenever I have fought hard for y'all. And for the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
I have fought hard for y'all.
She's out here ranting and raving.
Okay.
Talking
So,
nonsense.
alright. So, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Alright. Tell me what happened.
I was asleep in my camp, and she was out here like schizophrenic, yelling stuff or whatever, and it's not uncommon, you know.
Okay.
And she was telling us to leave, and we just ignored her. And then next thing I know, she has that spray bottle and a lighter, and she lit my. I had a blanket wall on that side with mattresses and stuff. She lit it on fire.
Okay. Can you show me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when everybody tried to do that, like everybody. came
So
out,
she
you know,
lit his stuff on
She started
fire.
trying to set everybody, trying to put it out on fire.
That's insane. So she's set his blankets and his mattresses on fire. Holy shit.
These 2 mattresses were standing right here, and I had a blanket wall just like that side, and she set the mattresses on fire.
And it was hanging from this wire like this?
Yes, right here, this way.
So
this
he
is
had
what
his
burned?
blankets set up as a tent.
Do you know this girl? Does she stay down here?
No, she lives over there.
Oh, she lives on.
Yeah,
So did she just walk up on the camp
Yeah,
and was saying
yeah, just started talking nonsense about Odom something, assaulting her daughter. I don't know what she's talking about. This
the
is her
stuff she
land.
was saying to me?
Yeah.
She said, "You need to get the fuck off my land." I said, "Oh, well, get me off," I told her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she grabs that thing and tries to torch me with it.
Oh, that.
Holy shit, she tried to light him on fire? Holy Jesus Christ, this woman is insane.
Aerosol in the lighter?
Yeah.
Did she spray it and light it or at all?
Exactly. Just like that. She tried to spray me with it. I had to run away from her.
She sprayed him and got him on the back,
Yeah.
and then tried to light him on fire.
Do you have
Holy
it on your
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on right now.
somewhere.
Let me see.
I don't know where it's at though. I just know she tried to spray me with that.
So how
She
close
said-
was she standing to you?
Probably like where
Like
you're at.
this?
Yeah.
Then y'all can just stand down here and be not in right standing. And that's
In
not
right
cool, 'cause
standing.
That's
What the
who we
fuck
need
does
y'all to
that
be.
mean?
Okay.
We need y'all to be in right standing.
So this is
At all times.
What is this again? What is this called?
Imminent transient domain.
Okay, well the imminent transient domain needs to pick up their trash.
That's what I am here doing. This is my husband's land. That's what I have been coming down here doing steadily.
What's your husband's name?
My husband's name is Apodaka. My firstborn.
Apodaka? Apodaka. Holy what the fuck video did I find? What the fuck video did I find, you guys? This is the new to you tab that found this video for me. And this is the last video I have, so I think we might just click on the new to you tab again and see what it fucking pulls up. Cause what the fuck is Apodaka?
What's your husband's name?
My husband's name is Apodaka. My firstborn was attacked out on Kincaid Road about 3 or 4 years ago, and there was 27 of them jump on her.
Okay.
Oh my god. Are you sure? Are you sure? This is I don't think so.
And I mean, they shot her several times. They beat her with a tire tool.
Did they shoot her or did they beat her with a tire tool? Which one?
And that female stood there and bragged it one more again to my face. And everybody that stood up for her, I want them off. Okay. Yes, I am picking up the trash. That's what I'm doing down here. That's why I'm down here.
These guys are saying that she almost set on fire. She lit those mattresses on fire.
Yeah, she keeps saying she's trying to pick this all up. Well, this is ridiculous.
After everything of them stalking my daughter and their game stalking me.
Gang stalking! Gang stalking!
After everything of them stalking my daughter and their game stalking me.
Gang stalking! We have gang stalking, you guys! Holy shit! This is straight out of an Internet Insanity video. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Gang stalking.
And all their threats. I've had enough. I have not read it in law, but I was passed word of mouth from my elder that y'all being down here, you're not in good standing.
Dude, law is not orally passed down from elder to young to... that's not how law is taught. Law is taught through books and learning. What the fuck? Oh my god, this chick is insane.
Did you check that out on the law books? And just check it out. Just check it out.
No, we're not going to check out your insanity.
Y'all are in right standing.
I believe we are.
Yes, I'm glad, because it wasn't that way just here recently. It was real ugly, and I have raised a lot of ruckus.
I raised a lot of ruckus. Yeah, apparently you've also tried to light some people on fire because you're insane.
Aerosol can and the lighter, is that yours?
Yes.
Okay, what are you doing with that?
I told them that they could either leave or I was going to move them out.
And move them out how?
So whenever I cut the strings on their tent, because they refused to leave. She got sideways with me but wouldn't come out of the tent.
Okay.
And I told her, you can leave or I will light your tent on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like, even if this is your land, you cannot light people's stuff on fire. That's not allowed. You can't do that. You're crazy.
Okay, and then what did you do next?
I went to AutoZone and I bought that brake clean. I have the receipt.
Okay.
And I stuffed it all up, said I got a lighter.
Okay. And then what'd you do?
And then I came back to light them on fire.
What I said I was gonna do. I want them off my husband's land. They did not blink twice about stalking my daughter and her family.
Okay, you have lost your fucking mind. I don't think anybody has stalked this woman, quite frankly. I think this is one of those, like, gang stalking schizophrenic people.
So little children in her house in Irvine.
The cops
Texas,
like,
and then they had the canisters, those canisters that go on the big guns that came back from Afghanistan. The chemical agent.
Oh,
they were throwing those into my daughter's house.
Oh my god, really?
The chemical big guns that came back from Afghanistan. The chemical agent. They were throwing those into my daughter's house.
Where would they have gotten those? Where would the homeless people have gotten those canisters from?
The nursery. Okay. This whole group, that group.
Do you
never hesitated one time?
Okay.
To continue to do that to my daughter and her family.
Okay.
And
do you take medication?
So did you light those mattresses on fire?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And if they would have just left, I plan to contain that fire. If I could have gotten close enough, I would have lit their person on fire.
Holy shit, dude! You can't say that. You can't say that. Holy fuck. Where's your medication?
You try to...
And any one of them that stepped up and wanted to defend her,
You keep...
Believe me, I'm going to light them on fire. I want him out of here. And I told him, I said, you need to butt out or you are my enemy also.
Did you spray him with the aerosol?
Sure did.
Did you try to light him on fire?
Sure did.
Okay, how like, what did you try
Sure
to do?
did.
Reaching
You want
for
me
him?
to demonstrate?
No, because
I won't point it at you guys.
No.
I mean, I'm sure.
No demonstration.
Sure, one of you guys know what.
No
what to do with
demonstration
that,
needed.
right?
Yeah. How close were you?
Obviously not close enough.
Okay. You're a fucking sociopath, lady. You're like bragging to a law enforcement officer about trying to light somebody on fire and how you wish you had been closer so that it would have worked. What the fuck is wrong with you? I hope your daughter is like far, far away from you, and so are her. I hope her children are also far, far away from you. 'Cause you are clearly a dangerous person.
Okay.
Obviously not close enough.
Where did you put that lighter?
It's in my pocket.
Okay. After your plan of lighting stuff on fire, what were you going to do after?
They're gonna leave.
And then what?
They're gonna leave and they're gonna stay gone, and I'm gonna continue to pick up this mess and haul it out of here to the dumpsters. The lady at the self-checkout at La Tienda, the extra bags, she folds them up for me.
Okay.
So then I have a bunch of bags and I fill them up and I carry them off.
I appreciate you sitting with us and answering my questions. Earlier when I was trying to come down the hill, wasn't trying to...
I did the same thing to him. About check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Insistent on y'all check that out.
Yeah,
well this is Carlsbad, right? We're the Carlsbad Police Department.
Right.
So we have jurisdiction
But
down
it's
here.
imminent transient domain.
Well, you're imminently transiently insane, okay? You admitted to trying to light somebody on fire and that you wish it hadn't that you wish it had worked.
What does that mean?
Just check it out.
What does that mean?
Just check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
He'll know where?
Officer Castillo, he'll know how to find it.
Just hang out right here for me, Colby, okay? Hey, Miss Colby, can you come up here, up the hill for me, please? No, you're not going to come up the hill? All right, well, stand up for me.
No, ma'am. Don't put your hands on me. Y'all don't put your hands on me.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Look at how this man's doing me.
Stand up, put your
Here we go.
You're under arrest, okay?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are, because you lit people's property on fire and you tried to light somebody on fire.
Yes, you are. Put
You
your hand on your
assaulted
back, please.
somebody.
I don't want to force it back.
That's whenever.
Put your hand on your back. Put your hand on your back.
You need to read me my rights again for arrest.
No, I don't. Put your hand by your back.
Y'all are out of jurisdiction. Y'all are not in your jurisdiction to be down here. Period.
All right, stand up for me.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. Y'all are in the wrong. Y'all shouldn't even be walking
they're
down
not.
here. And that's the law.
tried to hurt somebody.
Dead serious. You need to check it out before you drag me off. You did. No, you did not.
No.
You didn't check it out. No, you didn't. You need to check it out before y'all end up sued.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna sue the cops for arresting you for lighting homeless people on fire. Okay. Sure. You go ahead and do that.
What, you legal standing there?
You just put her in. I'll pat her at the jail.
Y'all need to check out your legal standing. I'm serious.
You know what it is.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Call them. Call whoever you can call to check that out.
Please cooperate with me.
Do it before you put me in that car.
I can't. I don't have my phone with me.
Y'all don't have the right to be digging in my pocket. That is my constitutional right.
You're under arrest.
They got their hands in my pockets and they're men.
They've got one
They're
hand
men
in
with
my
their hands in
pocket.
my pockets. Y'all are breaking my constitutional rights. Yes, you are. You're violating my constitutional rights. It's my constitutional rights that you can't put your hands in my pockets and that a man can't have his hands in my pockets.
Really? It says that in the Constitution that a man can't have his hands in a woman's pockets? Where?
You're infringing upon my constitutional rights right here. You are exactly fondling me.
Exactly fondling?
Oh. You don't have the right to
not just sort of fondling, but exactly fondling.
dig through my and that isn't mine. I found it along with those round things.
Alright, have a seat.
Those round things.
Y'all are gonna find that I wasn't lying to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Is the aerosol can still down there? Yeah, it is. I'm thinking arson, assault.
Yeah.
Arson, aggravated assault, and resisting arrest.
It's Colby.
You sure you have my name and my birthday?
That's what you told me.
No, it isn't.
If it's not, then you're concealing.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
I said it 3 times. You can review your camera.
Okay, you said Colby, so.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Review your camera.
Okay. Well, if you don't tell me your real name, you'll sit.
I told you my real name. Review your camera.
You'll sit.
Don't call me a liar.
You'll sit in jail until they can figure out who you are. Okay.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
That's when I believe that you were in on setting those little children's bodies on fire under there.
What the fuck?
Not that long ago. Not that long ago. Children's bodies on fire under there. Not that long ago.
What was that weird noise I just heard? It was like a whoosh noise. Oh. Oh. Is that a YouTube subscribe or a Twitch subscribe? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think that's a YouTube subscribe. That's a cool sound for YouTube subscribe.
And it is on satellite.
What?
And it is on satellite.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This lady is schizo-fucking-phrenic.
State police satellite, as a matter of fact.
Just don't talk to her, lady.
Because she was scrapping.
Okay, step out for me.
She's just sitting there.
I looked very closely at those little charred remains.
What little charred remain? What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you so crazy? Holy shit. She's like right up in her face.
You okay?
No, she needs her meds.
No? You take any narcotics today?
You have infringed upon my constitutional rights and you broke the law.
Okay.
So how okay are you?
Yeah, I think it's that she didn't take anything today. That's why she's like this.
Obviously you're not okay and you're not in right standing.
I am in right standing.
No, you're not.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Okay.
We can argue in
the
court.
The law will stand for itself.
We'll argue in court.
The law will stand for itself.
There will be no argument.
Okay.
The law is the law. Black
Whatever
and white.
that means.
Do you know the law?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I also know my rights.
Okay. Good. Arson.
These people not being in right standing and infringing on my constitutional rights.
Resisting.
They broke the law.
So, okay. Fun, you know.
Fun. Okay. Do you have anything on your person that you want to?
No, they felt me up and down, dug all in my pockets, like they infringed on my constitutional rights. So I don't have anything.
They felt you up and down.
They felt me up and down inside my coveralls.
Yeah.
2 men. And she was standing right there.
Okay.
It's a constitution that they could pat down your clothes. And it's when you get inside the jail that you empty your pockets.
Well, actually.
And so, that's the Constitution.
Right. What I'm letting you know
You have the right to bring anything in your pockets into my jail. If there's any type of paraphernalia, you will face additional federal charges. That's why I'm asking you right now if you'd like to disclose anything and get it out of your pockets. That's all.
I don't. They felt me up and down.
All right. So I'm gonna bring you in.
They felt me up and down. Yes, they did.
Colby was charged with arson, assault, resisting, and possession of controlled substances. She is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
She needs to be in a psychological institution, I think. Good Lord. That was some crazy shit. Whoo, boy. That was insane. She is beyond a nutters. Yup. They should strip search her there and then. Because reasons. What round things? Her husband's nuts. Spittle buggies. Someone subbed. Was that YouTube or Twitch? A few months or years earlier, there was a burnt body there, supposedly. Yeah, I can't, that was weird. That whole thing was just weird. Okay, let's check the YouTube. If I have 1229, then it was a YouTube sub. Oh, it was a Twitch sub. Let's get the overhead presses going. Roar! Okay, here we go. Oh, I am on solo cam. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right. There we go. Whew. What a weird video that was. Holy shit. Like, that was so strange. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're going to go look at the other. I'm gonna go see what else I can find on the new to you tab. Let's see. Oh, there we go. New to you. Let's see. Oh! Here's another one by Bodycam Files. Entitled Woman Gets Kicked Out of Hospital.
You kicked.
Let's take a look at that one. All right. And remember, guys, don't forget we have a Streamlabs goal. Streamlabs.com/blindpress. We are, what is it, $31 into a $1,000 goal for the water heater.
You kicked an officer twice, and then you grabbed one of the nurses inside of the hospital. Are you threatening me right now?
Yeah, I will knock the shit out of you.
You will knock the shit out of me.
Yes, I will.
Dude.
Oh.
Hello.
Okay.
You're an
What's going on?
Oh my gosh! They just let them see everything.
Oh my gosh! What the fuck, are you, a cartoon character? What the fuck noise was that? Oh my gosh!
That they shouldn't have seen. So fuck you.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
Hey, I just got here. Relax. You're making a scene.
Fuck you.
What are you making a scene for?
Fuck you.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good, thanks.
Who's she with?
Go and see what they didn't see. Go and see what they didn't see. Go and see what they didn't see.
Hey,
What the fuck are you talking about, crazy lady?
how are you getting home?
You're a fucking asshole.
How are you getting home?
Oh, fuck you.
How are you getting home?
Go and see what they didn't see.
How are you getting home?
See what they didn't see. What does that mean?
How are you getting home?
Go now.
She sounds like a you know, like one of those cats that has one of those like really, really croaky meows. That's what she sounds like.
She's super intoxicated.
Go now.
What are you being seen?
Go now. Oh, fuck you. Go now.
Hey, okay.
Go fuck you now.
It is on video. She did put hands on me. I would like to
Get
start.
you all this all shit.
My name's
Go fuck you.
Can we gag her? Like, we're 1 minute 28 seconds into this 25-minute video. Can we gag her already? Like, somebody said yesterday that a ball gag should be in the police's toolkit. I fully agree.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow, I think that was like the fastest time from arrival to cuffs ever. Like 1 minute 37 seconds, and she's got cuffs on.
Are you?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Place
Don't
under
do that.
arrest.
Stop.
Do not.
Are you
Don't turn
fucking
around.
kidding me?
Stop.
Keep your hands
Keep behind my back.
behind you.
You're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me.
Ma'am.
Oh, hell no.
Ma'am.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
I need you to
Hell
listen to
no.
what I'm saying. Ma'am.
Hell no.
Go ahead and give it. You're fine.
Just tell it. Ma'am, from this point forward, you are
Oh,
officially
you're
trespassing
funny.
state
You're
our
funny.
property.
You're funny.
The only way you can come
You're
back to this
funny.
property is
You're
if
funny.
you're brought in by
You're
ambulance
funny.
or medical
You're
emergency.
funny.
Is she saying you're a funny?
You can come
You're
back to this
funny.
property is
You're
if you're
funny.
brought in by
You're
ambulance
funny.
or
Oh no, she's just saying you're funny, but because of the way she's like opening her mouth super wide, it sounds like she's saying you're a funny, but she's just enunciating your so hard. This is
or medical
You're
emergency.
funny.
Do you
You're
understand?
funny. You're funny.
Okay.
You're funny.
No, this is come on.
You guys
Officers, well, come get it.
I'm
Just one second.
the lobby charge nurse if you need to talk to me.
Yeah, we'll come step in and talk to you in a second.
Thank you.
Oh my God. You are fucking kidding me. You are not fucking kidding me.
no, they're not.
You are fucking kidding me.
Ma'am, do you have anything on you that we need to know?
No, I don't.
Right, anything found on
I
you?
don't. I have
Anything
anything.
found
No,
on you
I don't
that
have
you
anything.
Jesus Christ! What the hell is wrong with these people today? First we had the schizophrenic lady, now we've got the super angry lady.
This case
I don't have
in jail
anything.
will be considered contraband. that
God,
you smuggled
shut
in.
the fuck up.
I will not.
I don't have any
That's known as the
fucking
freedom of
thing in
speech.
you. Oh my God. Fuck
Huh,
you all.
you just freedom of speech.
Fuck
sir.
you all. If you touch me more, I'm gonna need to knock.
I would tell you right now, it's a bad fucking idea, so
Okay,
stop.
okay, you're touching me way too much. So touch. Ow! Touch me more. Way too much. So touch. Ow!
Touch. Ow! Oh my God, this is too funny.
Touch me more. Like that. No. No. You're a fucking asshole.
Go ahead and take a seat in my cruiser.
Oh, you're
Have a seat.
Put your feet in.
Oh, no, I'm not taking it.
It's that time of the month. Hey, it's that time of the month for me. You don't see me acting like this.
In here.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
No, I'm not. Oh, my.
Get in the vehicle now.
You got battery, Elio. Stop.
What is she doing? Fishing? Like flopping like a fish?
Get in the vehicle now.
You got battery, Elio. Stop.
No.
So now you just fucked up.
No.
I'm not.
Stop.
No.
So now you just fucked up.
I'm not. I am not. I am not
Stop.
fucking in there.
You are fucking in there, and you just fucked. I love how they're like, so now you just fucked up. I love how this is completely uncensored. This makes me happy. This is good.
Well, now you just got a felony, so congratulations. It's a great idea. She's not gonna fight me again. Scoot over.
Gravel your legs.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Stop.
You fuck you. Fuck
Stop.
you.
Stop.
Fuck you. I will fuck
Stop.
you.
Stop.
I will fuck you. Oh my. I don't think they want you to fuck them. You sounded hideous, lady. I really don't think they want you to fuck them.
Oh, I will
Calm down.
Fuck you.
Put your feet back down.
I will fuck you.
Put your feet back down. Stop.
I will fuck you down.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, you're making it worse for yourself. Stop. Stop.
No, I'm fucking you down.
What does fucking you down mean? I'm confused. What does I am fucking you down mean? I've never heard that before. I've heard a lot of slang. I watch a lot of videos from lots of different places. I do not think I've ever heard the term I am fucking you down.
I'm fucking you down.
Stop.
Now.
Calm down.
No, I'm not.
down.
I'm fucking you down.
Calm down.
No, I'm not
you
calming
down.
down.
Calm down.
I'm fucking you
You're
down.
an asshole.
Calm down.
You're a fucking asshole.
Put your feet back down. Stop.
No.
Stop.
You're fucking down.
Stop.
You're fucking down. What is she high? What is she even saying? I don't understand these people.
I am down.
Ma'am, please
Put your feet down.
You're fucking down.
Stop.
I am down.
She's growling. I am down. What does that mean?
Ma'am, please
Put your feet down.
Oh no, I'm not putting my. Don't say ma'am.
Okay. Hey. Bitch. Who is crazy? Put your goddamn feet down.
Don't say ma'am to me. Don't say ma'am to me.
Battery on, hospital worker, battery LEO. We doing a trespass?
Yeah, they
They tell her to
trespassed
leave
her.
and she refused to leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've still got 20 minutes to go on this video.
Check it. It says she shit-faced it.
Did she say just she was
She
shit-faced?
shit-faced it.
Yep, shit-faced. What the fuck does shit-faced mean? Here comes an ambulance.
She runs. Where is she?
She's just right over here.
Right here.
She's right here. This
Right
window.
here. Shrey. See, she's already asleep. That's what she does.
She's upset.
She won't be a problem for anybody.
Yeah.
Once she goes to sleep, she's fine.
Jesus Christ, what is she, like a child? She gets angry, drunk, and then throws a temper tantrum and passes out?
Sheree, it's Mom. Sheree, baby, wake up.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's her mother? That's her mother. Oh my Lord.
Mom, sweetie, look at me. What? Look at me. What? You have created an entire scene. We're having to take you because you are drunk. You are drunk. And you're in a police car. You're in a police car, Cherie. What? Yes, you are. What do you call this right here? These are bars. I got 2 policemen standing right behind me. They arrested you. Felony charges. You.
What? What do you mean, what? What are you talking about, Mom? I don't know what you're talking about. What the hell?
I've been arrested because you wouldn't say today, oh, Mom, get over here because I think I'm going to drink. So now we got a problem. So you better wake up and smell the coffee. I'm telling you, young lady, I don't know what else to say to you. This is ridiculous.
Oh boy, we're getting Southern mom treatment here. We're getting Southern mom tough love here. That's what we're getting.
You hit somebody. They filed charges against you. She doesn't know. She is like what she does is she goes to sleep and then she's fine.
Yeah. Does this normally happen when she's intoxicated?
She'll just go to sleep.
Yeah.
But we truly have tried a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
This is not. I mean, it's not like we say, "Oh, well, this is just fine." You can just show yourself. And kidding, right? No, I'm not kidding. You see this officer standing right here with police on him?
No, I don't.
Well,
I don't? What, are you that blind, drunk, that you can't see the officer right there? Holy shit, lady. What the hell is the matter with you?
Right here. Can you see him? You have been arrested. You're in a police car. You fought with somebody and she filed charges.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
What?
And now they're going to take you to jail.
Oh, no.
Why is she so, like, incredulous? It's so funny to me how she's so incredulous that she's like, what? That never happened.
Now they're going to take you to jail.
Oh, no, they're not.
Oh, yes, they are. And I can't do a thing. I'm your mother. I'm not a magician, sweetie. I've tried everything. We have done everything to tell you to quit doing. Oh, I'm just deciding.
Oh, please, come tell me they're not.
You know what? I don't even drink. How did I end up with chocolate?
Oh, my God. No, they're not.
I don't even get it. I don't.
That's the...
So quickly.
The poor mother. I feel so bad for her. Like, all she can do is just laugh at this point. And it's sad. Like, all this poor mother can do is laugh. And it makes me feel so bad for her.
The thing is that when somebody becomes an adult, they make their own decisions. They're responsible for them.
You're talking to an old counselor here. But I am kicking myself because when she called and said he was here, I said, well, just tell me because he's had pancreatitis.
Is that her husband?
Her husband.
Yes.
Okay.
But nobody called. And so I kept thinking, well, she's all right. And then Larry called.
Please tell me this is a joke.
All right, well, we're going to get out of here.
Nope, it's not a joke, lady. You fucked up. You fucked up. Big time. Big time.
Okay, I need to...
That poor mother. Yes. You done? And
you kicked an officer twice, and then you grabbed one of the nurses inside of the hospital. Those are both crimes. Along with that, you refuse to leave the hospital after being instructed to do so.
Oh my God, I can't do it.
Well, you didn't do it. You're going to do it.
She wasn't even a patient at the hospital. This is her husband has pancreatitis, and she's like carrying on like this. Her husband, like, yeah, it's sad. Your husband's gonna die. But you can't carry on like this when you've got family that's died. Like, he needs you.
Alrighty. You kicked your shoes off. I'll make sure those come inside with you.
Excuse me?
Your shoes.
Why are you getting
inside
so
with you.
upset with her?
Excuse me?
You kicked your shoes off. I'll make you sure they go inside with you. Excuse me? What the fuck did you just say to me about my shoes?
Your shoes. Miss Sherry, go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me.
No, you have got to be kidding me.
Step out of the vehicle now.
You're kidding, right?
No, ma'am. You're in jail now. Step out of the vehicle.
I am not in jail right now. Yeah, you are. You really are. I'm sorry.
Step out of the vehicle or I'm going to remove you from the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle.
Oh my God. This.
Come on.
Yeah, you fucked up, lady.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is this your first time getting arrested?
Get out of the vehicle.
Oh my God. This.
Come on.
I think this might be her first time.
Oh my God. Literally not.
I think this might be her first time getting arrested.
Take a seat. Take a seat.
And she's fucking around and finding out.
Can you please tell these all, please?
No, ma'am.
Please tell me this is a joke.
This is not a joke.
No, I think this is her first time. From the way she's acting.
You're in jail.
Please tell me this is a joke. Can you please take these off me?
Nope.
Please. Y'all. Please take me.
I told her,
Please no.
I don't think you know.
I was just with my friends and oh my gosh.
I was just with my friends. Dude, you got super drunk and you got really, really fucking drunk. But she's not, she's in the car. What did she do? Just came back from lunch. She kicked an officer twice and assaulted a nurse at the hospital that she was visiting her husband with pancreatitis at, and she is so drunk that she can't even remember doing any of this.
Please take me. Please take me.
Everybody's not alive. So I know that. But you know that because you didn't want to search the car. I didn't know that. I'm living in my car. I got bags. I know what's happening to my car.
Please take this as a joke.
Yeah, I love
Under
it.
arrest, you're being criminally charged tonight.
For what?
Battery on a law enforcement officer, battery on a hospital worker, resisting arrest, and trespassing after warning.
Yes.
No. Can you please undo this?
No.
Can you please undo this? Tell me you're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
Can you please tell me you're kidding me?
Please tell me you're kidding me. Please tell me you're kidding me.
She's this. I really think this might be her first arrest. Judging by the way she's acting.
146.
Please tell him you're kidding me.
10-4, if you're not 266, you do a citizen assist at 3575 Bayou, 3575 Bayou.
At this moment, did she realize?
You see what I look like?
What does that mean?
Please.
Do you see what I look like? What does that mean? Does it matter what you look like? She's getting upset. She's just kind of sitting there.
Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart, her husband was being seen there. Sacred Heart, her husband was being seen for something else.
Yeah, so she was supposed to be there to support her husband, yet she got so drunk that she, like, assaulted a nurse and got trespassed from the hospital and then assaulted an officer.
Trespass, battery LEO, battery on hospital personnel.
Y'all are. You know what you are. You know what you are.
Here we go.
I mean, you're hot.
You're what?
I mean, you're hot.
Does she even... I didn't even... Did she say you're gone?
I mean, you're hot.
You're hot? Oh, God. Now she's hitting on the cop? Gross. Your husband is fucking dying, you're drunk, and you're hitting on the officer that's arresting you. Lovely. Just fucking lovely.
You know what he's doing. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Yes, he does. He's arresting you.
Yeah, in her purse.
So yeah, that's my expensive bag.
It's gonna go in your property here at the jail.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell yes. You entitled drunk bitch. Oh.
Hell yes.
Hell no.
Yep.
Oh, that's like a $300 bag.
That's nobody cares, dude. Nobody fucking cares how much your bag costs.
Hey, get this shit off me.
No, ma'am.
No, get this shit off me.
No, ma'am.
No, I'm done.
Ma'am, I don't...
Oh, what did I miss?
How pretty are you? Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. How pretty
Ma'am, I don't care anything that you have to say at this point. You're in jail. You're under arrest.
I don't care about anything you have to say at this point. In other words, please, for the love of God, shut up. I'm begging you.
Over.
Oh, good, another charge.
Are you threatening me right now?
I will knock the shit out of you.
You will knock the shit out of me.
Yes, I will.
All right. I'll make sure the judge sees that.
Extra charge for you.
So y'all don't even care about that shit?
What? Care about what? You don't want to bring the hell in here for what? You already here now. Ain't no point.
Nobody's putting up with your bullshit, dude. Nobody cares.
I'm done with this shit. My husband is here filming. Get this shit off of me. Get this shit off of me.
No.
My husband is here for me.
He's not here. He's in the hospital.
Yes, no, my husband's here for me.
No. He's in the hospital dying. You're supposed to be here for him, and you're fucking drunk and in jail and now hitting on people.
Get this shit off.
Take a seat.
Get this shit off of me.
Sit back down. Yes, ma'am.
No, get this shit off of me.
They'll take your handcuffs off. I'm not.
Get this shit off of me.
You're gonna get put in one of those special chairs if you don't cut it out, lady. Like, I'm waiting for the special chair.
Why are y'all such fucking assholes? You're such fucking assholes.
They're laughing at her. Like, the other people being arrested are laughing at her.
Take a seat. You're not getting back up.
Oh, fuck you.
You're gonna stay down.
Fuck you. Get you fucking off of my fucking
chair.
Do not kick me. Do not kick me. Do you understand?
I'm gonna help you up now. Get up. Stand up.
Now you done it. Now you done it, lady.
You gonna sit down? Look.
Hey, you're coming in either way.
Sacred, she attacked one of the nurses at Sacred, and then when we were putting her in the cruiser, she kicked one of my officers, and she just kicked me in the nuts. Yeah. So catch another charge for that too. That's gonna be ×3 now.
Pat you down, spread your feet. I'm gonna pat you down, spread your feet.
Oh boy, here we go.
Spread your feet.
That's complicated, but you need to cooperate, okay?
What are you doing to me? Pat searching you is what we do when you come into jail. I'll get on the side.
This is her first time. This is her first time being arrested. Yeah, they search you. And it's not fun. They're going to stick their hands in places you never thought they would.
You are. This is State County Jail. I am not in jail.
Where the fuck do you think you are?
This is State County Jail. I am not in jail. We're not at the Hilton. I'm not in jail.
Yeah, you are. Where the fuck do you think you are? Does she still think she's at the hospital?
Yeah, you are.
She thinks she's still at the hospital, I think. Holy fuck.
Please stop. Please stop.
No. They're searching you.
Hey, stop. Just chill the fuck out.
On the counter, like that.
On the counter. Put your hand on the counter. Just like that.
Like, what do you mean? I don't understand how to put my hand on the counter. I don't get it.
Right there.
Place me this way. Fuck your whole suit.
They're not mine, they're Medusa's. I've got normal handcuffs. These suck.
Let the stop step off and don't move First sail on the right.
It's setting in, I think. I think it's starting to set in on her.
Honestly, I don't know yet. You just came in, so I don't know yet. The rest of the clothes are there.
That's what you call.
What's going on? I don't either right now.
I don't know. It's supposed to be a Monday.
This one is McDonald's. They got him on budget.
It's the discount gloves.
Yeah, I think it's setting in on her. You fucked up, lady.
We're just searching it, that's all. Make sure you have no weapons, stuff like that, that's it. And then it's all gonna go back into your stuff.
Apparently y'all did. No, ma'am. I've never been through this kind of. Oh my gosh, you've got like a huge guy over there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Wow.
I am scared now.
You're not married? Yes, you are. Holy shit. Your husband's fucking...
Listen, medical's gonna ask you some questions.
What is happening?
What is happening is you're being
I
arrested.
don't know what else.
Why am I
Sacred.
I will let you know. Okay? As soon as they let me know. There's a blue chair.
Blue chair right here.
Right there.
Her husband was being seen.
What have I done? They've told you like many times what you've done.
Here.
Step in these. So you're not barefoot.
No, I'm not.
Those are clean, the floor is not.
Okay, don't.
The floor is not clean.
I don't want those.
I don't want those. Ew, I don't want to wear slip-ons. I don't want to wear the slides. No.
Okay, we'll go sit in the chair.
Your bag.
She kicked him off and she kicked him off in the cruiser. It was just socks.
Sherry was charged with resisting officer, trespassing, disturbing the peace, and battery. Her cash bond was set at $18,000.
Ooh. God damn. 18
If you
grand.
like that video, check out another one on the screen now.
That's insane. That's her first arrest. And she got $18,000. in Bond. I guess she really fucked around and found out. I'm holding on to points. I'm needy of a sig mode. Ha! Scree the weasels! No, they shouldn't have to put up with blatant abuse. You're right, Spittlebuggies. They need to hog tie her. They need to be allowed to slam on brakes at every stop without seatbelts. Yes! I think she is oblivious of reality. She can no longer visit her husband because of her own behavior. Nope. She's shaking her head no the whole time. Wow. Yup, another charge. Right? What kind of beer was she drinking? Holy fuck. Like, what was she drinking? God damn. Like, the amount of just anger she had. Oh, wow. Ow. Alright, guys. I am going to end it here. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for 2.5 hours. That went by really fast, actually. I'm surprised. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I will be back tonight with some more Combat Hour. We're going to be doing more Combat League. And tomorrow and Saturday nights will be viewers, like sets with viewers and sets with friends and stuff like that. So be sure you come check those out. I will be back tomorrow for another coffee stream. And I hope you guys will join me. Remember to please check out the Streamlabs link, and anything that gets sent in while I'm offline, I will acknowledge and do jumping jacks for next stream. So please take a chance to look at the Streamlabs link and send in anything to help with replacing the water heater. Any little bit helps. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. Have a wonderful night or wonderful afternoon. Bye, guys.